So here I have a bunch of lemons. I bought them, oh, probably about a month ago, and I've had them in the fridge. But they're very hard. They're almost partially dehydrated because I left them in there too long. So now I'm going to make some lemon juice, and I want to try and dehydrate the rest of the rind since it's already pretty hard. And another project I've got going here, I got all these seeds out of one lemon. Sorry, that's not very focused. So I'd like to try and do some sprouting here and see if I can't plant a lemon tree. And here is how thin these lemon peels are already. So they shouldn't take quite as long to dehydrate. Anyway, it's an experiment I'm doing, and I'm going to put those in my dehydrator. Over here, I have some Meyer lemons, which they're still soft, and Meyer lemons have a very thin skin, and they're also very sweet compared to a regular lemon. They're really delicious. So when Walmart had them, they only come in seasonally. I bought like 3 or 4 bags full. So I want to try and dehydrate the rinds on those too, and then I'll see how it turns out. So these lemons, even though they are pretty dry, they actually still have quite a bit of juice in them. I don't want this. Oh well. And you can see how dry they are because I can hardly cut this. But I'm still going to work on it. Oh. Anyway, there we go. So, see, there's hardly any rind left on these. So what I'm doing is I'm putting them in this lemon squeezer into this little bowl, and you'll be able to see how much juice is still in there. Quite a bit. So I've only got like 10 or 12 more of these to do, but these lemons are just loaded with seeds. So I'm going to save some of them and just see if I can get a lemon tree started. A friend gave me one, and it was really doing nicely. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any fruit off of it because I live in Ohio near the lake, and our winters are pretty bad, but maybe if I keep it inside it'll work. So anyway, because the winter's long and it's so dreadful outside, I'm doing science experiments with my produce. And here you can see, this is just from 2 lemons, all the juice I've gotten out of it. So I'm going to keep squeezing and see how much lemon juice I come up with. So these are all the seeds I got from those lemons. There's a ton of them. I can play with all of those, see if I can get some of them to grow. And then I got this nice sized container of lemon juice out of my petrified lemons from the refrigerator. And I got 2 trays of lemon peel to dehydrate. So I'm going to see how it works out once it's dry. I think they said to dehydrate them for 24 hours, something like that, which kind of makes sense. But these might not take quite as long because they're already partially dried. I discovered a while back that when I buy mushrooms and I take the wrappers off, if I leave them in the fridge long enough, they will dehydrate in the refrigerator and they get really dry. Otherwise, so many times when I leave mushrooms wrapped in in a plastic wrap, they get moldy. So that's a good trick too. If you ever have mushrooms, you don't care if they dehydrate, just take the wrapping off and you'll have mushrooms to make mushroom powder or, to rehydrate. And then I just store them in a bag and keep them in the fridge. So there you go. It's morning and all my lemon peels are dried up. It didn't take quite 24 hours, but they're very crispy and crunchy and dry. So I got 2 trays. And there's the other one. And I threw a couple little celery tops in with it. That won't go in the powder. But yeah, so I didn't waste any of the lemons. And I'll be grinding those up later in my food processor, or in my coffee grinder, and making a powder out of it. So I'll be anxious to see how much powder I get. And these are all the seeds that I got out of that little bag of lemons. There's a lot of them. So I'm going to try and grow some of these and see what happens. Now these are regular lemons. The Meyer lemons, I'm going to try and do those too. But for now, that's the status on the lemons. I put these into a little sieve, a little plastic sieve, and I washed them off, but they're still sticky, so I just want to let them dry out a little bit so they don't get moldy. And I try and sprout them. So it's just something to play with. When you're a gardener, you're always looking for something to grow, especially if it's free. Alright, here is my lemon peel. All dry, very crunchy, very hard. Can't really break it, but anyway, I'm going to stick some of this into my little food coffee grinder here, and we're going to make some lemon powder. So from those lemons I did the other day, I got quite a bit of lemon peel, and we'll see how much lemon powder it makes. So I'm going to turn off the camera while I do this because it's going to be very loud, and I'll get back with you when I get the powder done. So I'm in the process of grinding this, and this is what I have so far. It's fairly nice. It's still got a little bit of chunks in it. But what I'm discovering is that the larger pieces that I had dehydrated, and I just broke them in little pieces, these pieces like this size, wasn't working. What was happening is pieces would break off and get stuck under the blade. So now I got my trusty hammer, and I'm breaking it into little pieces like this before I put it in my little coffee mill here. And this is the size that's going in there now. Much smaller, and it's working out better because it really wasn't grinding like I was hoping it would. So I'm going to finish pounding these and grinding them, and then I'll show you how much I have at the end. So here's the last of my lemon peel, all ground up, and here's what I already ground, and a couple things that I discovered. Like I said, when I first started doing this, the pieces were really big, and I only put a few in at a time. And because of that, it didn't grind real fine in the coffee grinder. So what I did was I filled it up a little more. Now this is the last batch. Of course, you always figure these things out when you're done. I put more in the coffee grinder after I hit it with the hammer and broke it up in smaller pieces. And this is really nice now. So anyway, you learn as you go. So that's what I would recommend. And I'm going to jar this up now. So here's my lemon peel, all in the jar, and it turned out very nice. So that's probably, I'd say maybe 8 ounces, a cup or more, cup and a half of lemon rind. And if you buy it in the store, it's probably going to cost you, this amount is probably going to cost you at least $8, I would think. But it makes my house smell terrific. It smells like lemons. And it was a fun project. And I learned a couple things. Don't make your dried lemon pieces too big. But I think it's easier to dry them in big chunks and then just break them up with a hammer. At least that worked pretty well for me. The other thing that I learned was to put more of the lemon peel, the little pieces, into your coffee grinder, and it'll grind up better than if you just put a little tiny bit in it at a time. So anyway, that's the project for today. I made this lovely lemon peel, and I'm going to see if I can find some muffins or something, maybe some lemon poppy seed muffins that I can make with it. So thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below if you've mastered this art of making lemon peel. I'm always looking for new ideas and trying to learn from people that know more than I do. So just leave a comment below and let me know how you use your lemon peel. So I got all this lemon juice and all this lemon peel from one bag of lemons. So it's not being wasted and it's very tasty. And we'll see you next time.